What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Steve Gunner, bringing you all the final week of the Eon World Trophy, where we, the Bullet Punch Club, absolutely need to win this final game to ensure that we end up securing playoff spot. That's right, folks. After a very unfortunate last week, through courtesy of me playing very carelessly and not taking into consideration that Earthquake actually killed Shackle's Barbarical, we are now in this tough spot. Meaning that we definitely need to win this because otherwise we ain't going through. I don't know why I'm repeating myself, but yeah. All things considered, this is a must-win, and you know what? I definitely don't want to go down without swinging, so we are going to try to do exactly just that. Now, as far as our opponent goes, he's pretty much fighting for the exact same thing as well, because if he wins this match against us, he's also very likely to secure a playoff spot. And you should be able to see his squad here and now, and just from team preview alone, it is very clear that he has a plethora of threats. He has a plethora of threats, particularly his Venusaur, as well as his Jirachi, but especially his Venusaur, because when you have a Sun squad, I am definitely not going to have a good time against his Venusaur. But you know what? This is why draft format exists in the first place, because the name of the game is outplaying and outprepping your opponent. And you know what? I'm going to do exactly just that. So, yeah. Now, this is a squad that I built all by myself and something that I'm really proud of, so let me show you guys what I got here and now. First things first, we got our Wincon, which is our Black Sludge Skuntank with Nasty Plot, Sludge Bomb, Dark Pulse, and Defog. When you consider the fact that his only conceivable switch-in for this thing would have to be his Umbreon, which I just so happen to set up on all day, every day, he is not gonna have a good time against me, and even then, he cannot use his Umbreon to, like, curse Baton Pass or anything else along those lines, because, yeah, that is not a rule in the Eon World Trophy. So, all things considered, this is a Pokemon that I can use to spam Nasty Plot with. Defog his screens or hazards away all day, every day. And with the Black Sludge, I will be able to ensure that I'm going to have longevity for the majority of this match. So, yeah, I'm very much excited to use this Pokemon. Now, next up, we got our heavy-duty boots, Ferdinand von Aegir, the Arcanine, with Toxic, Morning Sun, Flamethrower, and Roar. And this set in particular is very good against my opponent because, honestly speaking, this thing can actually take an Earth Power from his Venusaur just fine. In fact, even if I happen to be at 91%, I'm guaranteed 110% to be able to survive a modest Life Orb Earth Power, unless of course he happens to snag a critical hit on me, which I certainly hope he is not able to accomplish. So, yeah. When you combine that with the fact that Sun will most likely be up throughout the majority of this game, I can very much take advantage of it and get myself back up, get myself more HP back in the process. And with Toxic along with Roar, I'll be able to put his other pieces on a timer very leniently. So, yeah, all things considered, I definitely see this thing putting in a good amount of work. Roar is obviously there because it's a last-ditch effort for, it's something that I don't exactly remember entirely too well, but I think it's there for I generally don't remember, but you know what? I don't think it's gonna matter throughout this game, so it's fine. Now, next up, we got our Kyurem, which is the exact same thing that I've been running throughout the majority of the season, except this time, I'm taking some liberties with the investment, Now, this set that you see before you pretty much ensures that I'm guaranteed 110% to survive a +2 Sludge Bomb, a +2 modest Life Orb Sludge Bomb from his Venusaur. Yes, I was about to say Venusaur because I watched too much Wolfie Glick. But yeah, I'm guaranteed to be able to survive this hit all day, every day. Unless, of course, he happens to set up Stealth Rocks on my side, in which case that will be a very bad omen for yours truly. But all things considered, this set is very good because it ensures that Venusaur is once again going to have a much harder time to be able to take me out. And I don't particularly need that much special attack investment to begin with because, yeah, there are very few Pokemon that can switch in on a modest Kyurem to begin with. So, yeah, all things considered, this set is very much guaranteed to ensure that I'm going to be able to outspeed Venusaur most of the time, unless of course Sun happens to be up, as well as surviving a hit very leniently from that thing. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to use this one. And of course, we got our wild card, which is the Weather Ball, which will most definitely, absolutely obliterate his Jirachi, his Venusaur, you name it. Now, for the final three Pokemon, we got our heavy-duty boots, Steelix, with Stealth Rock, Gyro Ball, Explosion, and Earthquake. And this set that you see before you basically is here to ensure that his Venusaur, once again, doesn't have an easy time sweeping me. because realistically speaking, again, this thing is the biggest threat against me. So you gotta try your best to make sure that you account for that while also ensuring that you are able to, set yourself up in such a way where you'll be able to take yourself out of other potential, harmful situations. And in that regard, heavy duty boot stealing does just that and more. Because when you consider the fact that I'm able to set up stealth rocks on his side of the field, which is something that he will most certainly not appreciate, along with the fact that Gyro Ball's damage output is going to get much more boosted if the sun happens to be up and the Venusaur is in against me, I am guaranteed to be able to knock that thing out then and there, especially with Life Orb hits. Life Orb hits at my disposal. So even if say he brings his Venusaur in against me, it says 100%, I'm gonna be able to survive a Weather Ball. I'm gonna hit back with a Gyro Ball and pretty much ensure the fact that the next move that he attacks me with is going to be what knocks him out then and there. So yeah, Explosion is obviously here because it's a move that I just put in there for the hell of it, and Earthquake is there because stab. So yeah, Heavy Duty Boot Steelix is such a fun set to use, guys. It's not even funny. But yeah, for the final two Pokemon, we got our Kebia Berry Togekiss with Nasty Plot, Flamethrower, Roost, and Air Slash. And this set that you see before you is pretty much here to, once again, help me ensure that his Venusaur doesn't have that much of an easy time against me. Initially, it did happen to possess the Heavy Duty Boots, but realistically speaking, after seeing how my mocks went, I honestly think that the Kebia Berry is much more viable against him, and also ensures that I'm able to, once again set myself up to a position where I'm not able to, just get done so then and there. Because, yeah, again, Venusaur is a Pokemon that can win against me, without even batting an eye, and I really need to stop beating this point to death, you know what I mean? But, yeah, Nasty Plot is here because it's nice to, take down his other pieces, because other than his Jirachi, there's literally nothing he can do against me. So, yeah. For the final Pokemon, we got our Granberria, which is our Life Orb Zeraora with Plasma Fists, Knockoff, Fire Punch, and Grass Knot. And honestly speaking, Grass Knot is here because it absolutely obliterates his Seismitoad. Knockoff is here because it's able to, ensure that his other pieces are not able to, do things without, an eye. Plasma Fist because it's stab, and obviously Fire Punch is here because, once again, I despise Venusaur, okay? I don't want to set myself up in any way where this thing can set up a free growth on me and just pretty much end my career then and there. So, yeah, all things considered, this is a squad that I'm really proud of, that I think will most certainly put in the finest of work, and I'm very much excited to see exactly what happens. So, yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it for this squad, guys. Hope you all enjoyed, and with that being said, enough of me rambling on, let's move on into the game, shall we? Alright guys, we're back right now, ready for our final match of the EWT. If we win this, we're going to make playoffs, and if not, well, we had a good run, I guess. Alright, cool. So, we're finally here, and yeah, he brought the exact 6 Pokemon I expected him to bring. Literally, I'm not even stuttering. That, the exact six Pokemon I expected him to bring did end up coming because, yeah, the other ones realistically didn't have that good of a matchup against me, but yeah. Truthfully speaking, Kyurem actually just outright body bags him. I just gotta make sure I take down that Umbreon ASAP. And Venusaur is obviously the biggest threat, but with the Pokemon that I have on my party, I believe I should not be getting swept by that thing anytime soon. Lead-wise, I think Kyurem is easily the best one because had he not brought Seismitoad, I would have led off with my Arcanine. But I think Kyurem just outright body bags the majority of his squad, and I can just pretty much do whatever I want from here. So, yeah. He already chose a 6, so it's time for me to do the same. I've already done the best of my prep as possible. I've done all my calcs and all those things, which ensures that Venusaur won't be, sweeping me anytime soon. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. Again in the Motostoke Stadium, nice. Alright, please, let this work. If this doesn't, I'll be pretty sad. I want to play... Okay, cool, thank you. Thank you, game. Let's hope this doesn't give... This doesn't disconnect. Okay, cool. He leads off with the Seismitoad as I'm going to lead off with my Kyurem. And turn 1, this is literally bad news for him because he has no reason whatsoever to stay in. I'd also assume he has no reason to go into his Jirachi because, yeah, I can just pretty much body bag that thing. That should push come to shove. But, yeah, I'm just going to pretty much expect him to go out into his Umbreon, and I'm just going to click Ice Beam. Literally no reason not to. Seismitoad is pretty terrible against Kyurem in the first place, and if I am to click freeze dry, well, he just dies. So yeah, I expect him to get his butt on out of here. I can't expect him to lead off with his Seismitoad turn 1 because realistically speaking, rocks actually match up really well against the vast majority of my squad. So yeah, it goes out into his Blue Moon, the Umbreon, something that I definitely saw coming from a mile away, and this is pretty good. This is actually pretty good because I'm gonna get some nice chip damage off on him and pretty much set the stones towards making sure that this thing cannot switch in on my face anymore. You know what I mean? So yeah, here I think I'm fine by just going hard out into my Skuntank. I don't want my Kyurem to take unnecessary damage. If he wants to wish, then he can be my guest. But again, like first of all, Umbreon is not a switch. Umbreon shouldn't do anything to my Skuntank because I just set up on that thing. And if he were to go out into Seismitoad, he is pretty much just gonna drop. Plain simple. So yeah. Him bringing his Seismitoad pretty much reveals to me that this will likely be his Stealth Rocker, because otherwise I highly doubt the prospect of him bringing it in the first place, along with having it lead with that. So yeah, I expect his Torkoal to be a much more different set to, you know, like give him the leniency of running another move rather than Stealth Rock. But he makes a really good double. I assume he goes out in his Grandmaster, the Jirachi. Yep, he goes out in his Jirachi like I expected him to, and this is pretty sick. This is pretty sick because, yeah, he really has no reason, like, he will not have a good time against this. Plain simple. So, if he wants to click Iron Head, he can be my guest. I don't know exactly what his set could be, but, you know what? No. I'm just gonna click Dark Pulse. I want to see exactly, like, what his ideal ways of responding to my Skuntank are. As he's just gonna have to click U-turn. So, yeah, I now pretty much know exactly what set his Jirachi happens to be. If I had just gone for a Nasty Plot there, whew, that would have done a lot of damage. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine and it's not at the same time, because now he'll likely just be able to go out into Seismitoad here, but him clicking U-turn like that shows to me that this thing is first of all Choice Scarfed as hell, meaning that this should be like rather easy to take out, I guess. But no, but yeah, he goes out into his Torkoal. If he was Calm Mind or something along those lines, that could have been worrisome. But yeah, so as long as I got my Arcanine around, this thing won't be an issue. As yeah, that Dark Pulse is gonna do like a really good chunk of damage. I'm happy with that. I'm genuinely happy with that. As here, what I think I'm gonna do is pretty much just go out in my Ferdinand, and I'm just gonna be clicking Toxic here. I legitimately have no reason to click any other move in the first place. If this is a Stealth Rocker, then I would be genuinely surprised. But at the same time, like I've seen more odd things happen. Because I really question why Seismitoad would be here otherwise in the first place, unless he wants to be a surprise Scarfer set, which in itself I think wouldn't be doing much to me anyways. But yeah, he's gonna make a fine play by going for an Earth Power, but since I'm specially defensive as all hell, that's gonna be doing absolutely piss poor damage. As now what I'm gonna do is just pretty much click Toxic and then Morning Sun to like put myself back up to a good amount of health. Because again, like, Venusaur is easily the biggest threat against me, but so as long as my Arcanine is alive and well, along with my other Pokemon in the first place, like pretty much if all my Pokemon are like decently healthy, he is not gonna have a good time against me. And another thing you need to consider would have to be the fact that what he essentially did was, like, through not going out into his Umbreon, okay, goes out into his Boomer the Weezing. Okay, makes sense. So, I don't know exactly what he would want to do here. I think he could want to click Toxic perhaps, but what I think I'm fine with just clicking Flamethrower here and getting some nice chip damage off him. Alternatively, I think I want damage on this thing. I want damage on this thing rather than preserving myself, because honestly speaking, I don't see him like being able to do like way too much damage to me. I'm special and I got Flamethrower with the sun and Boots. So yeah, he's gonna set up his Toxic Spikes, which is fine. Which is actually fine because yeah, like regardless of whether he sets up T-Spikes or not, I got a Skuntank to just pretty much stop that thing then and there. And you know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go hard at into that. if he predicts that and doubles out into Seismitoad, which he should, because realistically speaking, he loses nothing from doing so. Either I go for Morning Sun as he goes into Seismitoad, or I go out in my Skuntank as he goes into his Seismitoad. He pretty much covers all plays in the first place, and it will open up the door towards him setting up his Stealth Rocks. But yeah, the Poison Spikes are just gonna pretty much die here, as he is going to go out into Seismitoad like I expected him to. Good play on my opponent's behalf, but at the same time, this isn't bad. This isn't bad by any means, because like, yeah, I'm gonna be able to get myself back up to a better amount of health, and in doing so, what I will be able to do right now would have to be just pretty much going out in my Kyurem and just smacking something in the face. Plain simple. In fact, he should be worried about me. In fact, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna make a very aggressive play. A play that may be pointless in the first place, but a play that I want to make right now. So yeah, here out comes my Hubert. He should set up his Stealth Rocks right now. Literally no reason not to in the first place, as yeah, he's going to do just that. As now, again, I don't see him wanting to sack off his Seismitoad. He has no reason to in the first place. So I'm going to click Weather Ball. I'm going to click Weather Ball right now. I'm probably going to regret this, but at the same time, you either stun or you die. As he switches out, please go out in your Jirachi. He goes out in his Jirachi. Hell yeah! So this is absolutely perfect, because now he's gonna just lose his Jirachi here and now. And with Jirachi's death, what's that Pokemon called? My Togekiss. Yeah, my Togekiss outright demolishes him now. My Togekiss, Nasty Claw Togekiss, is just gonna pretty much go in hard on him, and yeah, like with his with that thing dying, yes, that thing. I'll call him that thing from now on. With Jirachi dying, Air Slash is just pretty much spammable against him, as he's gonna go out in his Umbreon. Again, that's perfectly fine by me, because with him doing such a thing, I will be able to go hard out into my Skuntank, and I'll be able to pretty much just click Defog right now. And in doing so, Stealth Rocks are going to be gone, and I will be fine. Alternatively, I could double here, but I don't want this. Like, basically, what I'm doing here is that I want to ensure that like all my essential pieces don't end up getting damaged a lot. As he is going to pretty much click Wish. Again, that's perfectly fine by me, honey, because what I will be able to do right now is just pretty much click Defog, get rid of the sun, and we should be A-okay. Plain simple. So leftovers are going to come up, and yeah, with him not having Dracozolt or anything along those lines, what I'm going to be able to do is just pretty much click Defog, because Skuntank just sits on Umbreon and just beats this thing anytime, any place, anywhere. And I don't even have to worry about him being a Baton Pass cursing variant, because Baton Pass is kind of banned in this game anyways. But yeah, he's going to go out into his Gyptos again. But like the issue that he is presenting for himself by doing these things would have to be essentially the fact that now what I'm going to be able to do is pretty much go out into my, what I'm going to be able to do is just pretty much go out into my Happy and just pretty much start smacking something in the face. Because yeah, this is a very free Nasty Plot for me, and if he wants to like let any of his other pieces die, that's going to come back to bite him big time. But yeah, Togekiss is now pretty much my main play. As right now, I'm going to pretty much just click Nasty Plot and pretty much just hit something as hard as I possibly can. Really. With his Weezing taking that much damage to in the first place, I don't think he's gonna have a good time against me. If he has knockoff, that's obviously going to be rather problematic, because yeah, I'm not gonna be able to like pretty much just destroy that Venusaur of his where he stands. But yeah, he's gonna opt to stay in. He's gonna either click Toxic or he's gonna click knockoff. But if I were to think, I would believe he would click. Okay, never mind. He just clicks Poison Jab, and he's gonna be able to pop my Poison Resist Berry, which actually sucks. But at the same time, you know what? That's okay, I guess. And he's gonna be able to get the Poison Touch on me. I have no reason to be mad. I have no reason to be mad by that in the first place, because yeah, this is pretty much like, yeah, with Poison Touch and Poison Resist and you know Poison Jab having a 30% chance. That's actually pretty bad. But yeah, now I kind of lose one of my main lures for his, what's that Pokemon called? Yeah, main lures for his Venusaur, which kind of sucks. But again, like, so as long as I play my cards right in such a way where he won't necessarily be able to come out on the better end of this exchange, Venusaur ain't gonna be sweeping me anytime soon. That much is in itself an absolute, is an absolute and objective fact. So yeah, I'm gonna miss the Air Slash, which is actually kind of annoying, but at the same time isn't, because, yeah, I'll be able to find out exactly what, I'll be able to waste a Sun turn of his, which pretty much gives him one less turn towards being able to potentially sweep me with his Venusaur. And yes, I'm calling it Venusaur because that is what Wolfie likes to call it, and I'm unoriginal. But yeah, Air Slash is gonna come out. This will knock him out. If it didn't, I would have been genuinely shocked. But yeah. My Togekiss is unfortunately going to come near its deathbed here, which is in itself kind of sad, but at the same time, like, so as long as I play my cards right, his Venusaur isn't gonna be sweeping me anytime soon. That's just not gonna happen, honey. I'm trying to think of ways I could potentially struggle against his Umbreon, but at the same time, like, the way I see it, yeah, with my Kyurem always, like, being able to come in on this thing, I don't see myself struggling too much against it. Obviously, I don't want my Happy to go down, but at the same time, like, I may have no choice in the matter, so, yeah. I'm just gonna click Flamethrower here. If he wants to click Growth, he can be my guest. If he does, he's just gonna pretty much pay the price for it. But yeah, he's gonna make the good play by going for Sludge Bomb. That's gonna be able to knock me out because I don't got myself the Cavia Berry anymore. But in either case, yeah, he revealed to be Life Orb. Literally no other reason to not be that set in the first place. But yeah, let's see. Ah, man. Alright, never mind. So, because I cannot see exactly how much damage I'm gonna do, I believe I'd rather go out in my no. I don't want my Kyurem to take, like, Stealth Rock damage, though. That'd be, like, pretty bad. Now, you know what? Ferdinand should be able to take a hit. If it doesn't, then you know what? That's on me. But I genuinely think Ferdinand should be able to take one hit. And if it doesn't, then, well, I just made probably the biggest misplay of my life. And because my, like, laptop is so slow, I can't even, like, see exactly how much HP it's in. But yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much click Flamethrower. I should live this. Even if he goes for an Earth Power, since I'm specially defensive as all hell, I should very much be able to survive. And we'll be able to, like, go on from there, but, yeah. Alternatively, I guess I probably could have gone out in my, alternatively, I could have just gone out in my Granberry, tanked the hit, and just, oh wait, no, never mind, Earth Power is a thing. Okay, thank God I didn't make that play. If I did, that would have been pretty bad. But yeah, with him bringing his Venusaur in like this, and taking all this damage, yeah, I should be able to survive. I think. Alright, cool. Ferdinand is gonna be able to come through perfectly for me, as now I'm just gonna pretty much click Flamethrower and nab myself the KO of the biggest threat against me. So with his Venusaur dying right now, as well as his okay, never mind. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pause there and be right back, guys, until we find a way to finish this game. Alright, guys, we're finally back right now. It was pretty stressful, but yeah, he goes out in his Weezing. I actually expected him to go out into his Seismitoad, but it looks like this was his play. In either case, I think I'm just gonna Morning Sun here and just pretty much get myself back up to a very sexy amount of health. He's gonna go for Sludge Bomb. He's not gonna be able to snag a poison on me, which is pretty sick, because now I think what I'm gonna be able to do is pretty much just Flamethrower. Yeah, why not? Am I right? Because the sooner I'm able to take this thing out, the sooner I will be able to win this game. Plain and simple. Because yeah, with Flamethrower doing this much, he's not gonna survive the next turn. I don't see any merit in keeping my Ferdinand alive anymore. In fact, I'd much rather just let this thing die and force him into a spot where he's gonna be able to go out into Seismitoad. Because the moment I'm able to get a Toxic off on him, this game should end, pretty much. But no, he goes out in his Umbreon, which is fine, I guess. Because right now, I think I'm fine by just going out into just clicking Morning Sun, really. Get myself back up to, I'm just gonna be able to go to 100% health, because why the fuck not, am I right, boys? But yeah, here, what I believe I should do is pretty much just go out into my Skunk and see what I can do from there. Because I know for a fact that Wish, Foul Play, he should have Toxic, very likely, but alright, I'm just gonna pretty much go out in my Skunk again and just pretty much click Defog, because truthfully I have no reason not to in the first place. And with me clicking Nasty Plot here, I should be in a position. not yet. Yeah, I'm gonna just defog here. Because with me clicking defog right now, what I will be able to do is go out in my Kyurem right now and just hit something really hard with a Draco Meteor. And if he goes out into Umbreon, that's fine. Because what I'm going to be able to do afterwards is just pretty much go out in my Ferdinand, roar this thing out, and that should be game over. Pretty much. I'm gonna click Draco Meteor right now. I'm going to be able to actually connect my move, which is pretty sick, because right now what I'm going to be able to do is pretty much just go out in my Arcanine, click Roar, and with that, I will be able to just click Ice Beam and the game ends. Plain simple. Yeah, he can click Toxic, that's honestly fine by me. Because right now, this game should end. This game should very much end. If not by my Kyurem's hand, it will end by my other Pokemon's hand. But yeah, I'm just gonna click Toxic here. I'm gonna unfortunately miss this one as he's gonna knock me out with an Earthquake, which is obviously unfortunate. But at the same time, that's fine really, because right now what I'm gonna be able to do is just pretty much click Ice Beam. He's not gonna be able to bring an Umbreon on my face anymore, because the moment he does, he's gonna die to the next Ice Beam and the game ends, literally. So yeah, Ice Beam is gonna be a 2-hit KO on this thing, which is pretty sick. Because right now I'm gonna be able to knock him out with the next one, and with that being said, my Skuntank with spamming Nasty Plot should be able to just take the game home from there. So there's that. So his last Pokemon is his Umbreon. I'm just gonna pretty much click keep spamming Ice Beam here. Like yeah, you clicking Protect makes sense, but again, like with you making this play, what I'm gonna be able to do now is just go out in my Skuntank. I'm gonna click Nasty Plot, and this game is going to end right now. Straight up. In fact, yeah, I can just pretty much keep clicking Nasty Plot, and this game should pretty much be a done deal. Yeah, 70%. There's no way you can come back from here. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we, the Bullet Punch Club, are going to be able to reach playoffs with a very solid plus 9 differential. Yes, plus 9 differential. Should have been plus 10, but unfortunately I didn't bother calcing. But now I'm taking this shit seriously, and this time, hopefully, we're going to get one step closer towards winning the EWT Championship. So yeah, thank you very much for sticking with me throughout this journey. I'll see you all in playoffs, and with that being said, I'll see you all on the flip side. Peace!